Welcome back to Joe Stunner Boxing. So, Jai Opetiaia retains his IBF cruiserweight title with a 6-round stoppage. I say a stoppage, it was the towel came in from Joe Gallagher, which was a considering in the past he's let his fighters long. I'm thinking of Scott Quigg fight for way too long. No, the writing was on the wall. Massey was getting chopped up, beaten up badly and hurt badly. And yeah, I mean, it was a very good retirement from the corner there. Massey, full of guts, but was just, he couldn't do anything with Opetiaia. I mean, Opetiaia starts very quickly. He started very quickly in this fight. And the punches are very hurtful. He's like a better schooled, heavier-handed Chris Eubank in that every punch seems to have some wallop on it. He never fires, rangefinders. He relies on his feet to get him into range, and then it's bang, bang, bang. And Opetiaia looked impressive. He took on a guy who came to win, came to fight, but couldn't do anything. I mean, Jack is like 6'4". He's 31 now. This was his first inside the distance defeat. He'd been the distance with Joseph Parker back in 2023. Apart from that, he lost a unanimous decision to Richard Riakpo in 2019. So Opetiaia, this is a good result for Opetiaia because Jack can fight. He can definitely fight. And, you can make the argument, well, he's never beaten a world-class fighter. He actually beat Isaac Chamberlain in his last fight, unanimous decision. And I would say Chamberlain's, top 12, top 15 cruiser maybe. But he weren't at the races against Opetiaia. Opetiaia was too heavy-handed, too quick. And I did get the feeling in the opening round or two that Massey was maybe lacking a little bit of self-belief. It was a 12-round fight, of course, so perhaps he was waiting to sort of take over in the second half of the fight. Kind of, when you consider the two fights that Bradis had with Opetiaia, going down the stretch, he was certainly in the last fight. I mean, Opetiaia was beating the crap out of him, but Bradis, very tough man, hung in there. And in the last third of the fight, he caused Opetiaia some damage. Maybe Massey was trying to look to do that, but that wasn't going to happen. He had damage to his nose by the end of it, a big welt under his eye. I think it might have been a cut on his left eye. And the rounds were very repetitive. It was Jai sort of gradually turning the screws, gradually chopping up Massey. And Massey just didn't really have anything that could bug Opetiaia. He's only got 12 KOs in 22 wins, Massey. And again, they're not against high level people. So I suppose it was always a case of could he use that sort of his bigger frame, 6'4", longer reach. Could he go, could he pop the jab? Could he move a lot? Could he use his feet? He hasn't really done a lot of that in the past. Even against Chamberlain, a lot of it was a close fight, but he was in front of Chamberlain looking to exchange when he needed to. He's not really a mover, Massey, not a serious mover. And to be honest with you, even in this fight, even though he looked way too conservative, just for the first few rounds, he was taking a lot of punches on his gloves and his arms. It's just that he wasn't offering anything back. And Jai was able to go through the gears, and as Massey, sort of the energy levels depleted, especially because of the bodywork from Opetiaia. By the 5th round, the writing was on the wall, and in the 6th round, Massey was just getting beaten up, and in came the towel, and that's all she wrote. I mean, it's a good win for Opetiaia. It's another, another sort of notch on the IBF title belt, and also it's his 3rd consecutive Riyadh performance. He beat Elisoro and Maris Bridis in his last 2. And he's becoming irregular. He's becoming irregular on this Riyadh season. And I can understand why, because he is very entertaining to watch and quite clearly, in my opinion, the world's best cruiserweight, quite clearly. So on he goes, Jai Opetiaia. He's 29 now, so he's not an old man. He's still got at least another 4 years, 4 years at the top, maybe longer. He lives the life. But unifications are what he's got to go for now. We want to see him collecting those belts, don't we? As for Jack Massey, I hope he got well paid. He might drop down to EBU level against Chamberlain. He was that fight, that win was for the EBU title and the Commonwealth title. So he's had a good career so far, Jack Massey. He almost quit a couple of times, but definitely, if he wants to drop down a level, he can carry on. The question is, are the opportunities there? Is the money there? But I hope he got well paid for this, because he took a bit of a beating. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you think. What do you think of Opetiaia? What do you think should be next for Jai Opetiaia? Do you agree with me that he's the world's best cruiser? Do you think Massey's got anything left in him? I mean, just let me know. Comments below. If you like the video, please hit the like button. And if you're new to the channel, you can subscribe. It takes a second. It costs you nothing, and you're helping us out a great deal. Thank you very much for that. All right. We've got the big heavyweight showdown between Fabio Wardley and Fraser Clark rematch. That's going to be fantastic. And we've also got the big one coming up between Bivol and Beterbiev, a history-making light heavyweight unification, undisputed actually, isn't it? First in the 4-belt era, or whatever you want to call it. But all right, ladies and gents, thank you very much. I'll catch you later. Bye for now.